This is the online orientation for Bio2401 class. And first, let's go through the syllabus. If you are in the 021 class, your class is Tuesday, Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. And if you are 031 class and your class is Tuesday, Thursday, 10 to 1:15 p.m. And I put the suggested time, the same for the 6 p.m. class. You found this semester is pretty abnormal semester. We have all the material posted online, and we have to go 100% online because of the pandemic. So the lecture and the lab, they are pre-recorded, post on Blackboard already. If you can go to the class based on the suggested time, that will be great. And if you could not, you can find your convenient time to finish your lecture. The same for both classes. And I highly recommend you to have the fixed time, Tuesday and Thursday. Pick a fixed time because this is a difficult class and you need to have a stable schedule. So every Tuesday, Thursday at this time, and you're aware you have to attend this class and take the test, so you won't skip any class. And this is my contact information. Email me is the most convenient way to contact with me, and I check my email Monday through Friday. I check my email every day. Usually students receive my reply back in 24 hours. And if you contact me on weekend, I check my email on Sunday. So if you email me Friday evening, you have to wait till Sunday. I will reply you back. The course descriptions, I'll leave it to you. And let's look at the prerequisite. So number one is you need to have a high degree, high school proof complete high school biology. And the second one, let's look at the second one. Some of you email me what's the module. The module is this class. This is the upper division class. And in normal semester, we require you to finish the pre-AP test in order to take this class. And the reason to finish the pre-AP test is you need to have those background knowledge, and we build up the knowledge based on what you have, and you build up the new knowledge from this class. So there are some knowledge we assume you learned them already. And in the online class, we don't have the prerequisite. So in the first week, we highly recommend you to finish those modules. There are 10 different units. And you finish those modules, in every unit, you have one quiz. And you can take those quiz. It won't hurt your grade. I won't count them out against your grade. But it's a way for you to know where you stand. So if you took those quiz, you did pretty well, you know, okay, you have those background knowledge. So all these modules come from the 1308. And if you take those 10 quiz, you found you did not do so well, I won't kick you out of this class. But you are aware you need to spend much more time on those materials because compared with your classmates, you are actually lagging behind. You don't have those background knowledge. So excuse me. So you need to finish those quiz in the first week. And I put the due days on Sunday, 11:59 p.m. the first week, so you know where you stand. And if you don't do so well, okay, you know this class will be very difficult for you, and you may consider taking the 1308 class before you take this class. And 2401, 2402, and micro, these three classes are the three most difficult classes in biology. They are the last obstacle you have to overcome before you go to nursing school. So we really don't recommend you take all three of them together because they are heavy loaded. You need to spend enough time on the materials. Okay, learning outcome, I'll leave it to you. And let's look at the required materials. So we have one textbook. You need to use this textbook. This textbook is for AP1 and AP2. 90% of the instructors in a biology department teach AP, use this class, use this textbook. So if you buy this one, it's very likely your AP2 instructor will use the same class. And we have the atlas. The atlas is they have some pictures and labeled, so it's pretty convenient. Based on my students' feedback, it's convenient to use the atlas for the lab. And if you don't buy it, I put it on recommended. If you don't buy it, it will be fine. Your textbook would totally work. So these are the recommended material. And let's look at the grading system. In this class is divided into 5 different units. So we have 5 lecture tests and 5 lab tests. Lab test is called lab practical. And the lecture test is multiple choice. And the lab practical is fill the blank. So every unit you can have 125 points. And totally 600 points. I only count 4 out of 5. The reason is I've taught at ACC for a few years. I understand most of you have a full-time job, have family, and sometimes is you have other obligations prevent you from fully devoted to this unit. So I give every student one chance. You can screw up once in this class and still get an A if you did pretty well on the other 4. So I only count 4, top 4 out of 5 lecture exams, and the same for the lab practical. In the end of semester, you have to manually calculate your grade. You take the top 4 exams, top 4 lab practical, plus the bonus I give 2 bonus. You're gonna finish them in the first and the third week. So the first week is those 10 quiz module, and I'm gonna have a practice quiz. 5 points here, 3 points here, so totally 8 points. And when you add all of them together, if you meet this criteria, because I only count your basic points, so every unit 125, I count 4, it's 500. And to get the A, you need to master 90% of the materials based on the ACC rule. So 500 multiplied 90% for 50. So that's how you meet the criteria, get the A, and 80% is a B, and that's a C. And very important, when you take the test will be online, and you need to use those lockdown browser. So when you register for this class, you found in the instruction, it shows you have to use the lockdown browser. What happens if you don't use this one? You won't be able to take the test, because on the blackboard, I select the test need to use the lockdown browser. And you need to use the webcam. So if you don't, it means you won't be able to take any test, and you won't be able to pass this class. So you need to use the correct browser and follow the procedure. And we will do a practice. So your practice quiz is designed for you to master those procedures to make sure when you take the test, you use the lockdown browser correctly. And the test is multiple choice. There are totally 35 multiple choice questions. Every question is 3 points. So totally you can have 105. If you have 105, I won't take 5 points off. I'll give you 105. So the 5 points is bonus. And even though I only count your basic points. And 35 multiple choice questions, usually students finish them within 30 minutes. Because you just look at the answer, you pick the correct one, take about 1 minute, and you're not allowed to go back to change your answer. And excuse me, I give you 40 minutes to finish the test. And I only count 4 out of 5, so I don't accept late work. So you have to finish the lecture test within the test day. I give you 24 hours on the test day. It's always either Tuesday or Thursday. And if you could not finish that, you have to take the exam 5. Lab practical is fill the blank. We have 25 questions, every question 1 point. And the spelling counts because anatomy it's like learning a new language. Your spelling need to be correct. So you need to spell the word correctly, and in order to get a full credit. And the lab practical is, the question is very straightforward. I'll ask, what's the name of this muscle? What's the name of that bone? So usually students take about 10 seconds to answer one question, because you can take 10 seconds if you know the answer. If you don't, I can give you 5 hours. You still don't know the answer. It's pretty straightforward. So the lab practical, 25 questions. Usually students finish them within 20 minutes. And I also give limited time. So those lab practical, I give 30 minutes. And all your grade will be posted on Blackboard. The withdrawal day, okay, that's here. And let's look at the schedule. So that's the schedule. You found the schedule, I put it on the Tuesday, Thursday, because that's originally how this class is organized. So you are either in the 10:30 a.m. class or in the 6 p.m. class. And because the lecture materials are pre-recorded, so if you could not make the time window, you will be fine. And the same for the test. Test, I give you 24 hours. But you need to finish the test on the day. So this is our schedule. So Tuesday, Thursday, you're supposed to finish those. We will go over the Blackboard later. Finish all this and take exam 1 on this day, and all the lab practical 1 on this. And then we have unit 2 and take exam 2, lab practicals 2. These are non-accumulative. So for exam 2, I won't go back to ask you exam 1 materials. So you are only responsible for master those materials for each unit. And if you finish exam 4, you're pretty happy with your grade, means you're done. Still, I recommend you finish those lectures because you need those knowledge anyway. And you can take exam 5 for fun, or you don't take it. I only count 4 out of 5. So this is how this class is organized. Okay, let's take a break, and I will give you the orientation for the Blackboard.